In today's video, we're gonna take a look at some new Blender add-ons that will significantly improve your workflow. Whether you need asset libraries, physics simulations, topology tools, or UI enhancement, these new add-ons have something for everyone. Before we continue, I wanted to let you guys know that the Blender market is having right now a huge winter sale with 25% discount on thousands of Blender products from add-ons, courses, shaders, you name it. Also, if you don't know where to start, I have in the description of this video a list of the best add-ons and courses that can take your projects to the next level. Without further ado, let's jump right in. First we have Mountainscapes, which is a Blender add-on that contains a large set of ready-to-use assets for various landscape elements, varying from snow-covered mountains, rocks, cliffs, to tropical mountains. From what I can see, it offers two different types of assets, high-definition assets and low-poly ones. And just like their name suggests, HD assets offer an intensive amount of details, utilizing 8K PBR textures, which brings a lot of depth and detail to your renders even when zooming for close-up shots. And of course, with a lot of details, you're gonna expect a sacrifice when it comes to performance, so this is something to keep in mind. On the other hand, we have low poly models, which offer less quality but runs significantly faster than the HD assets. Especially if you have an average machine, you're gonna see the difference. It is also worth mentioning that there is an additional feature for low poly assets, and it is the micro displacement mode, which generates a height map that will help you bring extra details onto your optimized low poly models. And this can be a really handy solution for you if you have a slower machine, or if you're looking to bring extra details to low poly optimized models. Creating mountains is fun, but do you know what is even more exciting? Physics. Quick Physics is a user-friendly Blender add-on designed to simplify and reduce the workflow when it comes to creating simulations. And the way I see it, this add-on will enable you to easily add realistic physics simulations to your Blender projects in a short period of time. And just like Mountainscapes by B Production, this add-on is also from a trusted developer. So Amandeep created this add-on to allow you to easily add realistic physics simulations in case, for example, you want to create puffed parts in objects like hard surface models, and by using the cloth panel simulation feature, you can add realistic details to your models without the need for manual adjustments, which I think can save you a lot of time. Quick Physics also lets you generate cloth drop-in simulations quickly, so whether you are animating a falling tablecloth or creating a pile of fabrics, I think this can be pretty straightforward, unlike the native methods of Blender. Also, this add-on offers a rigid body simulation feature, which helps distribute objects naturally, and it works for many use cases like scattering rocks on a terrain or filling a container with objects. So generally speaking, this tool can save you a lot of time and effort. In addition, it automatically pins the endpoints of curves, making it simple to simulate dynamic curves such as ropes or cables, which completely takes away the repetitive manual adjustments. So just select the curve and let the add-on handle the rest. Next up is Bagagrove, which is a geopack created in partnership with Evermotion. What this add-on does is that it adds a twist to the traditional scattering techniques when working with Evermotion assets. And from what I can see, Bagagrove allows you to easily select where you want your assets to be placed by simply drawing a curve. And it will take care of everything, so you don't have to manually position your assets one by one, just like the other scattering add-ons. So it works by taking the curve you create and automatically arranging your assets according to it, by placing small assets on the grove border while the larger ones stay in the middle, which helps to produce a realistic result. The best part, which I thought is not gonna be the case, you are not just bound to using Evermotion assets, since you can use any assets of your choice. Also, it offers some settings to further customize your grove, for example, layer border distance and smoothness, in addition to density, distance, as well as a random seed value, which is cool to play around with. Furthermore, the add-on comes with 3 volumes containing presets for scattering garden, urban, and wild assets containing lots of models. On a side note, these assets are fully compatible with the free Bagagrove scattering system, which adds additional value to this add-on, so you don't have nothing to lose. Now we're gonna jump to something different, because we're gonna talk about Topology. This Blender add-on called Final Topology can fill important gaps in polygonal modeling tools, because it can offer two different versions, one for 3D artists and one for CAD professionals, and this is interesting. So, from first sight, we can see that the add-on is packed with features for managing topology, and we will cover the most important ones. First, inverse subdivision snapping, which is all about precise mesh adjustments and seamlessly transitioning into live mode for real-time modeling. Secondly, users can now with ease control neighboring levels and iteration settings, which can ensure accuracy during edits. In addition, the single-step operator simplifies complex tasks with customizable iterations, smoothly transitioning into unsubdivide, which restores original low-resolution meshes from the subdivided one, which I think can be useful. Moreover, Shape Freeze enables topology changes without altering model shapes. And in the advanced version, constraints are introduced for sophisticated modeling tasks, which are complemented by additional settings for customization, which some people might need. On a side note, this add-on was mentioned in Blender Conference of 2023, illustrating its practical applications. Talking about practicality, the next add-on is all about optimizing your workflow when navigating through the complex Blender interface by adding handy and compact pie menus. So what makes this add-on so good is that it doesn't just offer pie menus, but smart ones that display according to your section and the mode you're currently in. For example, you no longer need to go to the edit mode and select the components you want to use, but you can just summon the pie menu by pressing the tab and selecting whatever mode you want to go in. Another example is when you are inside the edit mode, you get the pie menu containing features related to edit mode like dissolve edges, delete vertices, selection tools, and so much more. Another handy pie menu that I wish Blender had by default is the brush menu, which lets you select any type of brush that you want. And it doesn't stop there, since you can even summon a dedicated menu to tweak the settings of your selected brush, which I find really useful. What's even better, you don't just have to work with the sculpt mode, but with other modes as well, just like when working with the grease pencil, curves, and so many other modes. Next up, we have a very interesting add-on called Inktool, which is all about creating ink paintings effects inside Blender. Using the add-on is like having a cheat code, because it comes with loads of tools to help you get that painting effect. And the good thing, it is done procedurally using the power of geometry nodes. So you can easily create ink brush strokes by making curves and adjusting their parameters to fine-tune the effect. And it also comes with a feature to achieve that ink edge effect that can be found in traditional ink paintings. But it doesn't stop there, since you can add a special ink texture that is fully procedural, so you can customize it to get your desired look. And if this is not enough, you are even able to go into weight painting mode and manually draw onto the model. Also, this add-on comes with a couple of ink assets for adding stuff like leaves and branches. And finally, it comes with procedural generators for adding animated branches. So guys, if you are interested in one of these add-ons, you will find all the necessary links in the description. I hope you guys found this video useful and informative. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You can also check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.